What's up, guys? Dolphin117 here, and I'm back with more Bayonetta. So let's move on. Let's not waste any more time. Oh wait, I'm about to waste some time, but who cares? I'm going to play through Chapter 2, the city of Vigrid, the city of Deja Vu. Let's go through for the old uniform. Anyway, so we're going to go through the second chapter. Let's get started. And we already talked about the Gates of Hell and all that stuff, so if you want to know pretty much everything about the game, just check out the first part. From now on, I might not have a lot to say, unfortunately. That's kind of a problem, but oh well. I will be showing off a new weapon set, don't worry about it. It's just that I can't change them between levels, unlike Bayonetta 2, so you're going to have to wait until we start up. Oh, but it looks like you guys are going to be waiting a bit. So now we're having a witch duel between Bayonetta and Jean. This outfit that I'm wearing is actually the outfit that you automatically switch to if you're wearing the default outfit as Bayonetta in the level, which you most likely will be. So this level I'm wearing for the entire thing, but you're supposed to switch to this once you get to this point. And basically this level introduces a mechanic in the game that's kind of underused, which is called witch walking. Basically when the moon is out, you can walk on walls and ceilings. So, yeah, that's cool, I guess. It does add some flavor to the Jean and Bayonetta boss fights, but I personally don't think it's that great. Jean herself, pretty difficult. She evades your attacks a lot. A lot of her attacks don't activate witch time if you dodge them, and she can be pretty tricky. And you are fixed with your default weapon for this fight, so don't think that you're not. You're stuck with the default pistols for this fight. Here we go. Boom! Portal kick. Just gonna snipe her. Now come to her. I just murder with the crow within needles. Anyway, guys, let's decide on our next set of weapons. So, let's see here. What should I go with? Oh yes, the Durgas. Let's go with the Durgas. Where is the Durga? Where's the other one? Here it is. Alright. Now we got our Durgas. These are some of my favorite weapons in the entire game, and I'm kind of miffed that they're not in Bayonetta 2. But basically they're shock and fire based. You pretty much they're probably the most combo heavy weapons in the game. The shock ones are faster, which are better for combo points and stuff like that. And the fire ones are more damaging, but they're a lot slower. Basically, if you hold down the button with the shock ones, you create a short explosion, which is very devastating. It's really devastating. Like, watch this. Like, you should add it to almost every attack, because that's just how good it is. Boom! Boom! 2 shots. That's all it took. Like, this thing is amazing. Just put them in their face and bang. Once I'm done showing off all the weapons, I'll just use whatever I feel like, which will probably be around maybe 5th or 6th level. I don't know. I just kind of want to show off everything in this game. And basically, the fire one is pretty much it lays down a bomb that has a better explosion radius. Like, not explosion radius. It just has more damage than the shock one, and it's a mine that's laid down, so enemies can run into it. But the thing is that it doesn't have as much of an explosion radius, and it's a lot slower. So I don't really recommend it as much. To switch between the two elements, you do a spin attack. So, yeah. And their charge move is something I just explained, so. And now the moon's going down, so we lose our Witch Walk. Oh, well. Let's bust down this door. And now we get into a gimmick of the game, where the wall's not going to let us through, because why not? Well, looks like we have to go activate those statues again, so, who cares? Boosh. And now we are in Vigrid. And we have the Luca cutscene, which you guys can see on YouTube. Yeah, screw you, I'm not showing any cutscenes. All you guys really care about is the gameplay, right? I thought so. See how much combo potential this thing has? It's like, it's amazing, man. And bomb. See, it's just laid down there, which, it's not that great, personally. But these are the weapons you want to use if you're grinding a lot of Halos because of how much combo points you can get from this thing. Like, boom. Boom! You can also pick up weapons from angels that drop, and you can pretty much use them. There's a total about maybe 5, 6, 7 of these things. They're very strong, but they have an ammo count, so they're also very slow most of the time, too. But they're pretty awesome just for the sake of using. And there's a weapon in this game that allows you to use them automatically, so we'll get into that when we get into that. The Durgas, just like the sword and the Onyx Roses, are things you unlock through LPs. You can look up online for a guide to find all of them in the game. They can be a little bit tricky, especially late game when they're split into pieces. But, hey, it's not that bad. Boom. Love that. Boom! Just gonna put him in his face and watch him explode. So satisfying. And you have this weapon here, which is pretty much just a staff that can spin and all this other crap. You can also drop weapons by clicking the left analog stick. So, if you don't want them, go right ahead and don't take them. Anyway, this is kind of the main hub area. You're not going to be spending much time here, but these telephones are very important. So I mentioned in the earlier part about cheat codes. This game does have a cheat code system. Basically, you go up, there are 3 telephones scattered around this little plaza area. There's one here, there's one where I just showed you, and there's this one. So, basically, each of these phones stand for a different item. The one over here, I believe, is weapons. I think this is weapons. That one that I'm facing is characters, and that one is accessories. So how do cheat codes work in this game? So you have to go up to these phones, and you have to click a certain combination on the D-pad. I'm not entirely sure what the combination is, but the thing is that the combination itself, in terms of what your, the combination itself, when it comes to the directional input, is exactly the same for every single code. The only differences between each code is the button that you press at the end of the inputs. I don't remember the exact code exactly. I think it was like up. I don't think it was the Konami code, but it was something similar. And basically you press a button at the end and voila, you get your gift. However, you do need a certain amount of halos for the cheat code to activate itself. And it's pretty much from 1 million to 5 million halos. It's expensive, so I kind of like how there are alternate ways to get all the weapons and stuff in this game without having to go on the highest difficulty or beating the Angel Slayer missions for the characters. pretty awesome, although the characters don't have any differences to them, although Little Zero has like is a glass cannon. But Jean is exactly the same as Bayonetta. Anyway, that's how cheat codes work. Look them up if you're curious, and that's how I got the Pillow Talk, the Climax Bracelet, that's how I got a lot of the weapons that I now own. Yeah, don't run into that train, you're gonna get knocked over. Similar to this one. Yeah, I don't give a crap. And now we have Angel Fire Wheels. This game is wacky as hell. This game was made by the same people who gave us the Devil May Cry series, and it's freaking obvious. I mean, look at this. The Bat Within gives you extra time to do your Witch Time stuff, which is awesome. You really should purchase it. And exploded. Nice and exploded. Yep, you also get ranked per verse, and your verse rankings determine your final ranking, of course. There are collectibles you can find all over the place. Like, there are these little treasure chests, which are called the Angels' Resting Places. So technically, we're looting graves. But they can contain broken witch hearts, broken moon pearls, some halos, some concoction stuff, all that fancy jazz. You can also lift up cars and throw them, but that's kind of exclusive to this level, and they don't do much damage anyway. Just gonna put a bomb there. Just gonna have you run into it. Where's the final one? There it is. Oh, there's two. Okay, now you're just pissing me off. You can also lock on to opponents by pressing the right bumper. But I rarely find the need for this. The auto-aiming works fine enough. And what you were seeing earlier with me lying down, that was her taunt. If you just tap the left bumper, if you tap or hold down the left bumper, Bayonetta will do a taunt, which pretty much, it enrages the enemy, but it gives you magic meter. And if you have a certain accessory that I mentioned in the previous video, it will also give you health. So, it's pretty much just a taunt, just to annoy the opponent. Basically, I believe one of her taunts, she says something like, I've got a fever, and the only cure is more dead angels. Yeah, she says some pretty cheesy crap. And basically what I was saying is that, well, not much is going on, and for some... And now he shakes the ground and annoys me. And her other taunt is if you tap the, the longer the taunt goes on, the more health you get, over time. Like in intervals of the taunt, you get health and magic stuff, so... Again, you only get health if you have the accessory equipped. I believe it's called Starved in Netta, I believe is the accessory. Again, mashing the button doesn't actually increase the attack power of the torture attacks or climaxes. It just gives you more halos and combo points, so... Alright, let's keep going. Just something on every corner. Gonna do a portal kick. Boom! You're completely invincible while doing it. It's awesome. And a breakdance. Breakdance for the kids. Depending on your weapon, you have different effects. And if you hold it for too long, she does a pose and the camera snaps. Pretty awesome combo potential she has. There's a lot more that I'm not really tapping. I'm perfectly fine with just the YBY combo, the full like Y combos and stuff, but there's a lot of different combos you can pull off in this game, which I really like. Here's the breakdance once again. and she poses and the camera snaps. So normally you're supposed to run over there and get the witch time thing to run, right? Basically, you're supposed to run along this bridge, but the thing is the bridge disappears before you can use it, so you're supposed to witch time in order to get across. Thing is, I have the wolf, so who cares? And 1 minute it's great, and the next minute there's a giant dragon head in here. That's only because I skipped the cutscene, so yeah. Just gonna pummel away at this guy. Yep, this game gets pretty extravagant. And I almost chipped their health, and now they are doing crap. Quick time events suck in this game. Yep, Bayonetta is pretty badass. You know what, guys? I think I'll also show off Chapter 3 since I have the time. I don't care. Alright, let's get a move on. The Burning Ground. Let's go. We'll show off a different moveset. And pretty much that dragon thing we were fighting lit everything on fire, so now we got an issue. Let's get into Lieutenant Colonel Kilgore. And the whip thing. Cool Shedra. Alright, so, what's Lieutenant Colonel Kilgore, you may ask? Rocket launchers! It's incredibly powerful. Its combo potential is kind of the worst in the game, but it's incredibly strong ranged weapon, and it's really good. And the whip is pretty much your long-range weapon that can also be used to grapple and bring people towards you. Actually, I want to show off a different weapon set here. Sorry about this, guys. We'll get to the Kilgore next time, but, the Odette. What did the Odette do? Oh, guess what? Now you can skate on this lava without getting hurt. That's kind of the reason why I did it. And the whip is really good for attacking them without getting hurt yourself, because it's not a close-range weapon. Since they are on fire, you're going to take damage from it. If you hold down the button of the lasso, you can bring people closer to you, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, you bring them too close to you, and then they start attacking you. If you hold down the ice kick button, you do a multitude of strikes. If you hit someone with the ice boots enough times, they will freeze, and you can throw them as a block of ice. So, pretty awesome. Yeah, I know this is kind of boring, but I'm not really proficient with the whip. You are also completely invincible while doing torture attacks, by the way, so don't worry about that. Don't worry, later on we don't have to deal with more of these enemies. We can fight them a little bit more creatively. Oh, the ice skates also, I believe, make you move a little bit faster just on foot without the Panther Within stuff, so pretty good for that. You kind of got to get out of their fist before the lava reaches you. Now we got these things. Luckily, their fire doesn't actually hurt us. It's just a natural part of their design. See? Now they're in ice, can't do anything, and I can lift them and throw them, too. Time to finish this guy off. Sorry, man. Oh, wait, he's not dead. Okay, I'll fix that. Yep, it even pulls the biggest enemies towards you, so it's pretty awesome. One thing I forgot to mention is that there are little portals on the ground in this game, similar to the Gates of Hell portals, that are called Alfheims, and they're pretty much like bonus missions that can net you broken witch hearts and stuff. Bayonetta can also do one wall jump, so that's cool. Now we got this little sequence where we gotta break through here. For some reason, it's so damn finicky. Wait for it to become really thin and then go through. And here we have another Bayonetta badass moment. I did forget to change the costume, but I'll do that next time. Well, that didn't last very long. And now we're standing on the wall because luckily the moon is out, so. Let's just ignore these guys since we are trying to escape a large lava flow. Well, there goes that path. That didn't go well. Where am I going? I lost track of myself. Shit. There we go. I was supposed to jump that gap. Bayonetta controls really smoothly, and playing this game is a blast. You guys really should try it. However, this is the worst part. I almost missed that. That quick time event is so freaking sensitive. You will die here a few times. Not interested. Ow. See, now he's trapped. Here we go. See you in hell. See, I can lift him up and throw him at his friend. An icy boot. Bunch of free damage I'm getting right here. Boom. Once again, with the ice skates, you can just put yourself on lava, no harm, no foul. That's why they're recommended for this level, although you won't have them by the time you reach this place. I don't see how those bullets would affect anything. Whatever, it's Bayonetta. I'm sure she can get away with anything. Just trying out different stuff. Well, that was cool. I'm just gonna skip these guys. You shouldn't skip enemies if you want a good rank, because each verse is rated, and if you skip a verse, you technically lose that rank. So I wouldn't recommend it, but it's still okay. And now we got a problem. Well, that ended well. With good good timing with a panther within as well as the crow, you can make it across there, but it's not recommendable, so get over here. Pretty awesome game. And now we suddenly have a portal out of nowhere that takes us to Fairy Tale Land. I'm sorry, Paradiso, my bad. Garden of Light. Anyway, you gotta activate these things. Oh, just missed it. You gotta be exact with this witch time stuff. So I'm going to jump on these little water pools, so that's awesome. And now we got to pull this lever. And of course she has to do it like a stripper. And now we're carrying this really heavy object that doesn't allow us to double jump or even skate. Luckily, we don't need it for very long. Now the portal's gone, you use the item, and it reverts time to when the bridge was still there. So, let's cross. Again, you're skipping a verse if you decide to not take these enemies on, so I might as well take them down. Yeah, you can also do punishes, but I think they're just combo focused. There we go. It's very easy just to skip that. And now the bridge is gone, just like it should have been. No, the bridge is falling. No! Wait, no, I want to go up there. Wait, invisible wall. Crap. Alright. Now you gotta jump. And we're now on this piece of rock. And you can see the little homing reticles in the ground to where the lava's gonna land. So just avoid those. And I still managed to get hit by one. And now we see the moon. Yay, moon. Yep, these rocks are spawning out of nowhere. And now the moon's already gone. Interesting. Anyway, guys, that's it for part 2, and I'll see you guys in part 3.